think we've gotten to the point where games are so big and so hard to make that they take 5 to 10 years to make.
He's actually going to tell us why we should be getting a Nintendo Switch 2.
I don't know how fighting games are even still a thing.
This is kind of like the perfect time right now for you to tell us a little bit about you, like the backstory, like.
Hell.
No way, no way.
All right, guys, we're back. We got a special guest today. Obviously, we got Coco in the house, and we got our man Dalton coming in from
Scottsdale,
Arizona.
Scottsdale. Our first guest in the entire podcast. We're making moves out of here. We're getting a guest here. We're kicking Andrew out to the curb. Peter's nowhere to be seen, so we have our first guest here.
Peter X Penguin, bro.
Peter X Penguin, yeah. Peter X Penguin is I don't know where he's at, bro.
We're all black people.
We are gonna get that. Where are the black people?
So listen.
Every time Peter's not in a video, he goes, "Where's the black guy?"
So Dalton right here just went to go get the pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2.
Dude.
The one that we were talking about last week about how, like, are we going to get it? Are we actually going to pay that amount of money?
So Dalton's here to actually convince us to get it.
Yeah, he's actually going to tell us why we should be getting a Nintendo Switch 2 and not go back to an OLED.
So your idea is you want to go back to an OLED.
I feel like the OLED is already so good that why, like, the Nintendo Switch 2, and for what I've seen.
Dude, I don't even know the technical. What are the techs on it?
So the techs apparently are like the remotes.
No, it's an HDR supported
Dog,
screen.
we're going back to like.
Whoa,
Look, okay.
whoa.
Do you want to spend $700 on a console?
No, but I can pay for $350 for an OLED.
Yeah, okay, that's like saying like, yo, do I want the PS4 Pro or the PS5?
I guess you're right. But then the whole point with the Nintendo Switch 2 is like everything that is inside of the console you have to pay for.
Oh yeah, don't they make you like pay a subscription to like
To
do
get
everything?
the tour.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but that's like an Astrobot style thing.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Astrobot was free.
No, I understand. Like Astro's Playroom, yes. I also don't know why we're doing demos. It's 2025. Like,
You know that somebody's gonna buy and make a YouTube video off it, and then no one's gonna buy it again.
I don't know. It could be that good.
You could do the intro, like, I mean, you could do the like tutorial and stuff like that on like TikTok, on YouTube, or whatever, and then people are not gonna be buying that stuff anymore because they already have it online for free.
No, I get that. I don't think it's about like the story of like whatever this tutorial is. You know what I mean? Like, Astro's Playroom was interesting though because I was like, oh, here's a new controller with a ton of features and here's how you use it.
Yeah.
I don't see anything with the Switch 2 that's like no one's not gonna know how to use it.
Yeah, that's true. Unless like you're talking about like the whole video chat like aspect of it, but it still looks like Skype to me.
I guess
like,
is Switch 2 bringing something exclusive to it?
is it actually?
Like what's like the main driver people want it other than just the hype?
Upgraded graphics,
Okay.
4K 120 in dock mode, I think.
But if the HQR screen doesn't like, if it's upgraded graphics, but the HQR screen won't be able to like produce that, no? Or like,
It
am
should
I?
4K and
I mean, okay.
20.
Yeah, you'll probably get like 4K 60 on most games.
I mean,
like
if we're trying to go
handheld mode.
8K, 16K, then obviously you have to have special screens for that.
But also like having an OLED and like doing 4K 20 in a handheld, just you'd have a battery life of like half an hour. Like it just wouldn't make sense.
I guess so. I guess
you
so.
need-
yeah,
like-
that would drain the crap out
And
of it
then you're
fast.
spending more money on something like that where it's like people are already struggling to spend $450.
Yeah, and then isn't the battery like lasting like half of what the original Switch already lasts?
I mean, yeah, it says 2 to 6 hours right now.
So
you pre-ordered just one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
tell us your
two.
package. Tell us the
Tell us the whole deal. What is
thing,
your
'cause
plan
you
when you get
told
the
me
Nintendo Switch
you
2?
spent 4 figures.
Yeah. So I spent $1,000. It's pretty much all the accessories, like between the camera, the Pro Controller, the special cases, the bundle. Like the bundle's $500 for like the console plus Mario Kart, which makes way more sense than buying the console and then $80 for Mario Kart separately.
No, that makes sense. 100%.
And then I've got another console coming in that I'm gonna do like a giveaway with.
Sick.
Wait, so this is kind of like the perfect time right now for you to tell us a little bit about you, like the backstory. Like you make content full time. You talk about obviously video games on TikTok, on YouTube. You kind of like decode all the news that are coming out. Give us a little bit about the backstory, kind of like how you started, how
Yes.
everything started, and
The
you know,
lore.
the lore. Give us a little bit about
We
the
want the
lore about
origin story.
Esports Center.
I got you. So Esports Center started back in 2020. Like I'm a full-time gaming content creator now. I've been doing this for 5 years. Just celebrated that on the 12th of April.
Let's go, Stick 44.
Yes,
That's dope.
but essentially, I was working at Tesla at the time.
Oh,
and
shoot.
I was-
Tessie.
Yeah.
Where's Peter?
I was crushing it at Tesla, having a great time, and like all of a sudden we got put on furlough, which means you still have a job, but like you're not going into work, right? You don't have a paycheck coming in. So I was like, yo, I'm not one to just sit around and do nothing. So like TikTok was kind of blowing up. I like experimented with it back in like 2019, just like doing some fun trend videos. And then I was like, you know what? Like I watch like people play Fortnite all the time. Like I'm just gonna start making videos about gaming because that's what I watch all the time. Yeah. But I'm not like much of a gamer myself anymore. I was when I was growing up. So I'm like, I'm just gonna talk about like whatever I want. And then I was doing more research on like what I actually want to talk about. I was like, oh, esports is a massive like
huge
opportunity here. Like 2020, everyone's like, yo, like you got CDL and Overwatch League and all these like professional leagues coming
Fortnite
up.
World Cup just happened.
Yeah, all that stuff was like really popping. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna focus on esports, and that's where Esports Center came from. Really becoming like the competitive gaming central, kind of like Sports Center is like with ESPN.
Yeah. The name.
Exactly. So then my first video, I was talking about how you can get a scholarship like within esports.
Yeah, because a lot of schools like the ones in Florida were doing like the scholarships.
Video.
Yeah,
so
full
like,
sale.
That's a solid video.
250,000 views on my first video ever, like on this new account, and I was like, oh, that's dope.
That's so good.
And then I was like, I'm gonna commit myself. I'm gonna make 3 videos every day for the next 90 days. See what happens. I'm not gonna tell like anyone what's going on.
Yeah.
So then I make 3 videos. My 4th video does 1.1 million, talking about how you can make money in video games and like video game tournament websites and all those other things. And then within 60 days, I had 100,000 followers.
Dang.
I also started this Discord where at the time I didn't use Discord, so I had no clue like how to really run a Discord. And I was like, oh yeah, like I want to help small streamers grow, and here's my vision. Built all these like cool plugins. I had 2,500 members in there.
Whoa.
Never used it.
No.
I know. I look back on it like, damn.
Such a good opportunity to just capitalize off that.
We did something similar,
Seriously.
me and Peter, unfortunately.
I think you kind of look back though, like when you first started like making content on business, where you're like, damn, I didn't know what I had at that time.
Yeah.
If you knew then what you know now, kind of type like situation, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still posting 3 times every day. Like
3 times every day
Still?
every day. I did that for a year and a half straight.
Bro.
Dog.
What?
I ended up going back to
I can't come up with 3 ideas a day.
dude, it was tough. I ended up going back to work at Tesla about like 100 days after. So I'm like still full time, like working on this thing, but like has 100,000 followers, working my full time job while also making 3 videos, like have a full on life. Like I'm just jam packed, like grinding. And then eventually, like I see my first TikTok brand deal, and it was like $100, and I was like, oh, you can make money with
you
this?
can make money.
Okay. Because at the time, like no one was like knowing like where the platform was gonna go. And then more and more brand deals started to come in, couple more like couple $100 here and there, and I was like, oh, I can pay pretty much all my bills with like this.
Yeah, a couple brand deals.
And I have way more fun doing it. So then I quit my job at Tesla, had a good like little nest egg, and was like, see ya.
Peace.
I just want to add to this story that both Todd, Peter, and Dalton here, when I used to work at Epic Games, I used to be the guy that would plug them with like brand deals.
Brand deals.
So this is kind of like a full circle right here that you guys are seeing. Kind of cool because he's talking about brand deals, and I was one of the people on the other side.
You were plugging the brand deals.
I was plugging
into
both
us,
of you
baby.
guys, bro.
It's so funny you bring
Plugging
that
our
up
holes,
because
baby.
like when I was like doing like
What?
content.
Dude, stop. It's what he was doing. We had holes in our thing, and he was plugging them.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you talking
It's
about?
not brand safe.
We're working one right now. I have a call with him tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with
What were you saying?
who is it? Dubs.
Release the podcast after they
Really? Yes, that's right.
No, so it's funny because like when you reached out for Fortnite, that was like before like any other big company came into like the space.
Oh, really?
So Fortnite and Epic were like the first ones to really get in on
that's
like
'cause they were
gaming
smart.
space.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely. So then Coco reaches out. He's like, let's hop on a call. And then he was like, yeah, we want to offer you like $3K for a video. And I was like, yo, I've been paid like $150 a video at this point. Like 3K is awesome. He's like, all right, read over the contract. I kid you not, I skimmed over for 30 seconds. And I was like, I'm good. And he goes, no, read it. And I was like,
Bro
okay,
just
fine.
sold his life to me.
Yeah, I was
Does
like,
not even know
fine,
it.
like, I'm good to go. No, but it all worked out. Like, started doing deals with him, and like they were like awesome to work with. But then it really set a new standard of like what to expect like from companies. So then they would come in and be like, hey, like what's your rate? And I'm like, I don't know, what do you have to offer before? And now I'm like, oh, it's 3,000.
Yeah, like
that's
you have
what
like a
that-
set standard rate, which is
Totally,
really good, which is
totally.
really
Yeah,
good.
no, that is helpful kind of when you're new in the space, it's like, I don't even, what am I worth?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a big struggle for
Right?
creators.
It's like until you get someone to come and give you a good deal, like you don't.
But
know
you
what you're
also
worth.
don't want to be taken advantage of, because I've seen it from the other side where like people are just okay with what they're offered, not knowing that if they asked for a little bit more, I would give it to you. But I have enough to give. It's just like, if you're okay with that, then that's okay with me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know what? I feel bad for you. Here, I'll
you're
throw an
working
extra
for a
down.
business that needs to make money, so it's like I'm gonna try getting it at whatever I can get it for.
At the end of the day, we're paying you. So like, you're the one making the video. How much worth is your time, like, that you're going to be doing all this work for us? So it's like, kind of cool that he brings that up with the Fortnite. And speaking of Fortnite, if we want to talk about, since both of you did campaigns for Fortnite at one point.
So I was heavy deep in having teams. You maybe covered some of our players back in the day. I don't know how well you covered Fortnite. Like, like Bucky, Creo.
Sounds familiar. See, the thing is, for me, like, esports was gonna be the focus, and then I realized to captivate a large audience, you need to talk about
More
general
broadly
gaming.
speaking.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
And
you
then
kind
as
of
I
had
went
a
down the
pivot.
road, I was like, people don't care about esports, and it's losing money, and everyone's getting laid off. So I'm gonna pivot.
So like we were super heavy into like the Fortnite scene, just having players and stuff, and then of course esports is just unsustainable. That's why I want to talk about it. But battle royale, like look at all the battle royales, like Apex and then like Warzone. Like players are dropping. Even Fortnite, it seems like it's kind of like, it's like obviously the leader of battle royales, but what is it about them that like did that? Is it IP mixing, or is it because they're becoming more like Roblox where you can make games within it? And is that what's next, or is it the battle royale is going to continue carrying it?
I like to think of Fortnite as like kind of like the ADHD battle royale. And what do I mean by that? It's like every week there's like a new skin that you want to get, or every 4 weeks there's a new map update that like it's adding something new or bringing something back. So it's always keeping it really fresh in comparison to like games like Warzone, where like it's the same thing for like a long period of time, and then you kind of have to just be okay with that. But Fortnite's just like always like dropping something new on you. Like they just dropped like a WWE like thing. Now they're bringing the Thunderbolts to the store. Like every single time it's something new. And then they're not scared of bringing old maps back or old collaborations back just for the sake of nostalgia. Like when they brought the OG season 1, it's like, you don't really need to do that, but you're going to get a lot of people to come back just for this, right? So I don't know, man.
I mean, I think Epic has also had all this planned. Like Epic versus Apple's like whole lawsuit showed us a ton of like what the future was going to hold. And Epic was like arguing that Fortnite isn't just a battle royale, not a single game. It's a sandbox, very similar
It's a
to
sandbox,
Roblox.
yep.
And then the courts were like, nah, bro, like that's not who you are right now. We can't say that, But I think that they've definitely evolved into that. I don't think that Fortnite is seen as a battle royale anymore. You
It's
go
not.
on there, dude, you could do anything. Like what was that game called? Like Only Up or like
Oh yeah, only
What?
like chained together, you know what I mean?
Stop. Yeah, it was like up or whatever.
Yeah,
the
where
freak
it's
it
like you're
was.
like chained with your friend, like you're like going up like the map.
They had the whole they helped like the 1v1 sandbox. I know is like very popular for people that are just trying to 1v1. But then when you mix things, like when Squid Games came around, they were doing like the Squid Games and stuff like that on Squid Game. They were doing the Only Up with a car. Dang.
Yeah, bless me.
Yeah, bless you, bro. And they keep it fresh, which is like really, really cool to see. But then at the end of the day, when you kind of like phase out of Fortnite and start becoming like this whole different entity that like, is kind of like Roblox, I would say. You know what I mean?
I mean, they open that up with like how they do creative maps too. Like
Yep.
these creative map makers that get paid a lot of money to go and do that.
A lot of money is an understatement.
Yeah, I mean, as long as if you're in the top like 1%, dude, you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Where do you make the maps on your computer?
Yeah, it's Unreal Engine.
Unreal Engine.
I thought it was like a Tony Hawk, like a pro skater where
like
you
a
just
pro
hop in. Oh, no, you just hop in and you just
No,
flip everything.
you can do that, but now that with Unreal Engine, you can like go make it and then upload it. And
So
like,
why
get your
hasn't
map
anybody
code.
made GTA 6 yet?
They have what it's called brick up.
Brick Up. Yeah, Brick Life. Brick Life.
That's
Brick
it.
Life. That's what it's
they
called.
did
Brick
make
Life.
Sorry.
So that's a
guys.
GTA version that they're making in like.
Don't sue me.
No, that's true. But like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
and then that's why people are going to be paying $1,000 for GTA 6 when it comes
Correct.
out because of the
Ad-free.
ads. 'Cause
Ad-free.
Ad-free GTA
Yeah.
6 is going to be $1,000. So that was the topic of discussion we had in the other podcast, where it's like, how expensive is GTA 6 going to be? And there's rumors that there's going to be ads within the game. So you're going to be playing, and then halfway it's going to hit you with like I don't know, like a Pepsi ad in the middle. So if you want to play the version without ads, you're going to have to pay a little bit more.
Well, I made a video, like I got one of those things on TikTok where it was like, oh, today, 2 years ago, you made this video. And it was literally a video about a partnership or I guess like a licensing agreement that Rockstar has to be able to implement ads within their games.
Right.
So it is coming.
No,
I
for
think.
sure.
But I think it's more so in the way of like you see a billboard, it's Pepsi branded, not like
I think they're gonna have
cola. You know
Nah,
what I
bro,
mean?
the
I
loading
think
screen
they-
is about to be like
That is a smart idea to do loading screens. Somebody should definitely do that. But like we've overlay on it. Anyways, but like I heard they might actually put it because you can listen to the radio. They're gonna have radio stations. Like it's gonna play ads on the radio.
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously the phone technology, even in GTA 5, like role playing, you could like call people and stuff. They're gonna put like social media on the phones with ads. Like,
I'm gonna have to pay for Spotify Premium on GTA, so my
Yes,
radio
you
station
are,
doesn't come
bro.
here with
I'm
ads.
telling you.
I can't do skips anymore on the songs.
They're gonna have like Tinder on like GTA
Yeah,
6. Like,
That's like the next big thing that they could.
you're like social dating. Like
Yes, exactly, dude. You
Looking
guys
for
are meeting
one
up in
person-
GTA 6
Looking for
first.
one person to run a heist, hit me up.
Yeah. Your matches are dry in person. You're like, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
go to
use
GTA.
GTA 6 to not get catfished.
So for real.
When it should be the other way.
What is the lifespan of GTA 6 if the lifespan of GTA 5 has been almost 10 years?
Dude, there's no telling because like Rockstar does such a good job at like making games that last. But at the same time, we're in such a brain rot era that like the game could launch and like people are over it in 6 months.
That is true. It could be like what happened with Saints Row. They relaunched Saints Row and it was like
Yeah, but Saints Row was just a money grab.
Saints Row, bro. This guy.
Bro, if you don't have enough money to play GTA, that is the only game you can afford. Payday? Have you ever played Payday?
Oh yeah,
Payday was
Payday.
cool.
Payday was good.
Dang, you guys don't understand the struggles, bro. You got out here
Yeah, you go
aping.
play Roblox at that point. Like,
Yeah, you might as well, bro.
yeah, for real.
What is that? There is what, isn't there? What do they call it? Like Adopt Me or something. What is it called? Brookhaven?
Dress to impress?
Dress to Impress? Yeah.
Gosh. I haven't played Roblox since I was like 10, dude. Hey,
Off the record, not on the podcast, bro. Don't worry about it. You can say
No,
it.
dude, we're good, dude. Roblox.
Yeah, I play Roblox
I make fun of
every day, for
Roblox all
sure.
day.
I played for the first time like a couple days ago.
First time ever?
Ever, bro.
Yeah, I played it like a couple of months ago. Like for Shrimp Game, when Shrimp Game was really popular, I was like, what is this? I gotta hop on this. And then I hopped on and I was like, oh, I see what people.
I only played it when Peter made me play it.
Well, yeah, Peter is like addicted to that game.
Yeah, Peter was like hardcore.
Peter makes long form videos on Roblox, bro. Like,
And what else?
Mainly that, honestly.
Is it Roblox or Minecraft?
Yeah, FNAF and stuff like that.
Yeah, well,
But-
FNAF is not kid
but
friendly.
it's like Nintendo Switch.
FNAF is very like.
Nintendo Switch 2 gonna
friendly.
have like all the big games like Roblox, Minecraft, all that stuff. Whereas it's have to, right? Though, so does this mean that a lot of people are gonna be switching from like console gaming to like portable like?
So I wonder if that is because isn't there like a rumor that Xbox is trying to do it too? PlayStation.
Well, I mean, PlayStation has the Portal, but it sounds like they're going back to the PSP. And then Xbox has like this handheld. But the way that they're doing it is actually super interesting because it sounds like they're partnering with like Asus on the next ROG Ally. So it'll be like directly from Windows, no bloatware. And then they're going to learn from that and be like, great, we're going to have like the Xbox P when we drop in 2027.
Dog, you're finally gonna be able to play Halo
On the go.
On the go.
Dude, that's going to be fantastic.
Well, they're also saying that they're gonna maybe partner with Steam, so that way you just have all the Steam.
All
games
your
on
Steam
Xbox.
games.
So it's like a PC
Well,
console.
Yeah. I did see that, but I think
So a
that's,
Steam Deck.
I mean, kind of. What
Did
what
Steam
was,
Deck
like,
even take off, though?
Windows, you can actually
Yeah, with Windows like on the handheld, sure. But like that rumor came from like an image that somebody saw of like Steam and Xbox being on like the same interface.
Yeah.
But it was just like a PC like tile or something like that. Like
As cap.
yeah,
I think if
don't
a
it's real.
PSP if a PSP
I don't think it's
sequel
coming
came
to
out,
Xbox.
dude, if a PSP came out in this day and age,
But did PSP do even
Yes!
do well? Did it do
Oh
well?
yeah,
dude.
Well, we need PSP, not PS Vita. Like we don't.
No,
need these,
the
like,
Vita.
Crappy one-off.
Dude, PSP was
spin-off
like a
games.
gaming console, an iPod, and like something else, bro. It was like you had that, you were the coolest kid in your school. Like you had movies, games in there, music, everything, photos. It was like almost like a phone.
Yeah.
You never had that in one though, because you were an Xbox kid. You only messed around with Xbox.
I've never owned a PlayStation.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Damn.
He almost got one to play Last of Us.
Wait, where did you grow up?
Gilbert.
In Arizona?
Yeah.
Damn, that's surprising. See, I grew
Well,
up in,
Halo, it was my era. So like
yeah.
everyone had Xbox.
Well, I grew up in Seattle, so like everyone was on Xbox.
Yeah, everyone.
No, absolutely. And then even like Xbox One, like most people had Xbox One. And then I moved out here to Arizona. Everyone's like, yeah, I'm a PlayStation guy. I'm like, really? Like,
No.
Console
Dude,
wars,
like
bro.
every-
It's the console wars.
I mean,
Console wars makes
some
things
people.
better, bro.
No, a lot of people had both.
yeah,
Because,
for sure.
But like me and my friends, we played Halo. I guess when Call of Duty, I didn't get into Call of Duty though, because I was so like staunch Halo.
What's
I was
the
like,
best Halo game in your opinion?
oh,
2.
2 and 3.
2 and 3 are
Mine's
the
3 in Reach. 2 is great. Like,
It just revolutionized online gaming.
100%.
So it's like you just got to give it its nod. And the gun mechanics in it are just like simple and like clean. Where
Also the maps.
and the maps were like, oh yeah, ugh.
Was that your first Halo? What was your first
No,
Halo?
Halo 1.
ODST.
ODST?
No, I'm kidding.
ODST is good. I know
Yeah, it is
ODST
really
is
good.
fun though.
Yeah,
it is really
the
good.
firefight and stuff.
No,
That
seriously.
was
Yeah.
fun.
I like when I was in middle school, every computer in IT class had the Halo. Like, I don't know what Halo it was. I think it was like the first Halo, I'm assuming, but it had the one. It's kind of like the basic one, and everybody would just connect on it and play while class was happening. Like, nobody would listen to the teacher. You know what Halo I'm talking about? It's
Combat Evolved probably on PC.
like Combat Evolved. Yes.
Yeah,
on
that's
PC.
the first one.
It was
It was redone so it could be played on PC.
oh, this was like in 2010. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been somewhere around then.
Playing that on the school computer is crazy.
Yeah, every school computer had it, and like they would all connect through LAN. So you're just running like your entire class is just running like an entire party in there, bro. It was so sick.
For us, it was Minecraft. Like, we had like there was so many ways to like play Minecraft on your school computer, and like people just build these massive worlds in the middle
But
of class.
Minecraft wasn't free, right? You had to buy it.
No, it was free.
It was
It
free?
was free until they sold it to Microsoft.
Oh, and then Microsoft had to squeeze every dime out
Yeah,
of it.
and now we're getting Minecraft 2 with circles instead of blocks.
You're right.
Yeah. Trapezoids, bro. Yeah.
They were gonna mix in some trapezoids. I
So
forgot.
with the Halo, obviously, like
Bungie, baby.
Bungie, of course. But now we're talking about
hype.
Now we're talking about NetEase.
The hype.
The hype is dying down.
No, it's hyping up.
Oh, because of Marathon.
Marathon.
Yes, Marathon. You two know a lot about Marathon.
I don't
What's
know
going
a
on
lot.
with that?
He knows way more, so I need to pick his brain.
I actually got to go to Bungie's studio and play Marathon with the developers. And
What the
team.
F,
Like,
bro?
It was a great time.
That's
Thanks for the invite,
crazy,
dude.
bro.
Next
Yo.
time.
Wait, where?
Thanks.
Where's Bungie Studios in LA?
In Seattle.
Oh, in Seattle. Oh, shoot,
Yeah.
that's
Thanks for
great.
the invite, bro.
What do you want to know about Marathon?
I gotta go check to see if we got our codes yet.
Codes? What do you mean? Oh,
They were gonna send us
beta.
codes.
We're in
For
alpha
the
right
beta,
now.
yeah.
I didn't look when did it go live? Yesterday? I didn't look
Monday, I
yesterday
think.
because
Monday was
or
like the
Monday.
first day for.
I can't remember. Whenever I haven't looked this week. Sorry, guys.
So
But
is
we might have
Marathon
some
going to be
codes.
better than Marvel Rivals?
But if we don't have codes, then we're not going to be playing. What?
Is Marathon better than Marvel Rivals?
I don't know.
Marvel Rivals is such like an everyone can play it type game.
Like a Fortnite?
I actually have a question about that though.
Overwatch was very much like Overwatch is huge for a reason, right? And I think all those people wanted like Blizzard to actually make a good game, and they just couldn't put anything out. So then Marvel Rivals came up, and they're like, "This is exactly what I wanted with like the IP and characters that I want."
But is the gameplay carry or does the IP carry?
The IP is carrying it because it's the same way as Fortnite, right? What's carrying a Fortnite
Because
to
I
maintain
haven't
it
played
fresh?
it after the first month it came out.
No, I think Marvel Rivals, like, the selling point right now has been like, or like initially
DLC?
was, the DLC, the characters, things like that. But it's very much like we didn't have like Overwatch held that space for so long,
100%.
and then they're like, oh, I still want something like that, but I don't have a game that will like listen to me and play like that same way. I think Marvel Rivals has done that, but so like that's why I think like Marvel Rivals long term is carried by gameplay. I think that each of the games we've gotten to a point where each game sector has like one game that can fill that spot.
Yeah, that
Like you've got
blows it
the
up.
one battle royale, the one arcade shooter. Like look at like Call of Duty versus X Defiant. Like there was
Yeah.
no room for another.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually
I
don't
played
know
X
why
Defiant
people.
and it was pretty good. I don't know
No,
why.
those games are fun. I just don't. It's just Call of Duty. It's like, are you gonna make a new Coke?
The longevity of it, it's like fresh, but then you're like, oh, I'm gonna go back to what I already know.
You
type of
can't like
thing.
make a new Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
That
Like,
is
it's
true.
It's just you can't make a new Call of Duty. I guess hero shooter. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of companies have tried to do a hero shooter. We had Concord that failed miserably for a reason.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's where Marvel Rivals came and was like, hey, we're gonna start with being like, you love Marvel, you love these characters, and like,
And everybody does.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very
Why is
true.
DC not like upping their game with like
They're
Warner
going
Brothers
to.
games?
DC Rivals is actually looking
DC
to
Rivals?
take down Marvel Rivals.
Oh, I thought that was Injustice. Injustice 3 is coming out?
sure, maybe.
Injustice was actually such a good game, and it had a very long longevity when it comes to like a fighting game. Because a lot of people were phasing out of Mortal Kombat and they were going to Injustice because it had kind of like the same mechanics
Actually, I
and
don't
stuff.
know how fighting games are even still a thing.
Smash is like the only thing that still holds
Like
up.
even Smash.
But like those are Nintendo fanboys that like
Yeah,
love
they're just like
Smash.
too hardcore, huh?
Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, like I think every game kind of or every category has like one game that kind of.
Okay,
fill
do you
it.
think Marathon though will put extraction shooter on, like actually make it playable for the masses?
I think to an extent, yeah. I think it's very similar to Valorant more than anything, which like CS:GO is not hyper realistic, but it's like more realistic, kind of like Tarkov is.
Yeah.
And then Valorant came in, a lot of colors, different,
More playful.
Yeah, a little bit easier to pick up and learn. I think Marathon will definitely play that part.
Wait, Marathon's the one that looks like with the unrendered like graphics.
No.
Is that the one we saw last time in the where it was like purple, pink, and like all these like neon colors and like the?
I mean, it's definitely neon colors.
Why does it look unrendered?
Okay, the art director said that the inspiration is Zelda.
Splatoon.
No, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Splatoon 3?
And what's it called? The Miles Morales movie.
Oh, Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those two are the art style inspirations that they put together.
Okay, I can see that.
And
I
like
like
playing
that.
it actually looks really good.
Okay. Because like when I saw the trailer, I was like, because this is what it looks like when you have like colorblind like assistants on like Call of Duty and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, why does it look so bright? And why is it like, it's because it's mixing kind of like a little bit of like hyper realism with like a little bit of Call of Duty. And I see the vision, but I was like, oh, dude, like, is this just Apex, but like reskinned?
Oh, it has a lot of Apex inspiration. Like immediately you'll know like the gunplay and like.
I guess, yeah, give me gunplay. It's Bungie, so does it shoot like a Halo and Destiny?
Yeah. You use an AR. It's very much like using an AR in Halo where you're not gonna really be able to kill more than one person off of it. But then like you find a good like shotgun, sniper, or pistol, and you're like, I can tear up.
We're never going to
Exactly.
see Todd again in the podcast, guys. Once this game is out, it's
I'm just like a Bungie freaking slut.
If you're a Bungie nerd, like you're gonna love this game. I think that extraction shooters have been like tough to like.
Yeah, they're tough
Get
to
people into.
I like the concept a lot. Like the whole like you get your loot. It's like an MMO almost, like with a PvP mix with it. So like you get your loot, you go in. If you die, you lose it.
Yeah.
Just makes it a lot more like high risk, like gambling a little bit. You know, throw those dice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was really funny because we were like in a meeting with like the Bungie like heads, and they were like, "Give us feedback. What did you like? What didn't you like?" Went through this like long process, and they're like, "Oh, like what do you guys think we should do for like monetization or skins or things like that?" And it was me and like Jake Lucky. He's like
Yeah, I know, Jake.
yeah. And we were like the only ones that agreed upon this. But we're like, "Yo, bring back loot boxes." And the entire room was like,
no.
I don't know if we can do that. Yeah.
Loot boxes are like controversial because I remember like,
It's gambling.
yeah, it's gambling.
Listen, for adult age games.
Yes.
Do it all day. CS:GO.
Dude, CSGO makes millions of dollars still. because
And
of
also
that.
people that get ripped, like get a hit, can make a ton of money on
Also,
it.
how's that any different than buying a Pokemon pack?
100%.
True.
Are we gonna stop selling Pokemon
You're
cards?
right.
No, we're
You're
not going
right.
to do that.
No,
No, we're definitely not going to do
exactly.
I mean, you're
think
right.
Pokemon is at an all-time high because of the rips.
I
Because
can-
of the
100%.
gambling feeling.
I can attest to this and I can agree with this because it's like if you took I'm a huge FIFA nerd. Like I've been playing FIFA since 09.
Yeah, but that's rated E for everyone.
Yes, but it's still when you open the packs, you're spending like the pack opening is like you're trying to get a hit right there. And if you get a
100%.
hit and then you put it on the market, it's like you got money for the rest of the entire year.
But I think like what Todd was saying, like, dude, if you did it for only M-rated games, like
oh,
17 plus, fine.
Run it.
GTA
Yeah.
loot boxes, crazy
yeah.
dog.
Dude, that would go intense.
GTA
Bro.
like certain things only in loot boxes would be crazy.
Crazy, bro.
Like the land, like property land to like a piece of land where you can build your own mansion, but you
Okay,
know
so well, I want to know. Okay, give me your like pros, cons. Why is it not better than Marvel? I mean, it's an alpha, which maybe is a cop out.
Yeah, I think comparing Marvel Rivals to Marathon is like comparing
Yeah, I don't like
like
that.
having a steak dinner to a burger. You
Yeah,
know?
my
yeah.
gosh.
You're right.
What are we
It's not.
talking about
It's
here?
not. Okay, so like, have you played Tarkov Escape? Like, compared to that, you guys, you kind of just said it. Valorant, CS:GO.
Okay, so this is way easier to understand for Marathon. Like you look at items and it gives you like a little dollar amount, so you know what to pick up and what not to pick up.
got you.
It's very easy to like understand where to go and how to navigate the map and things like that. Very similar to Apex in terms of gunplay and the characters, like they're called runners. You can tell they've taken inspiration from like Wraith and like Octane and like these other characters, which is great. I think it'll bring a lot of those people from Apex over to Marathon. The thing that I didn't like, there's like this heat bar that like
Like
determines how much you
agility
can like sprint and like
Gotcha.
move and things
Oh,
like that.
okay.
But I thought it was ironic because they call them runners, but most of the time you're walking in the game because your heat bar is just like all the way down. And then also if your like heat bar is like all the way down, you can't even like jump or like slide out of the way. So if you get into like a battle and you've got no cover, you're screwed. Like, but like there are also perks like and like abilities over time that increase your heat bar and like slow down like or like increase regeneration faster. It's a whole thing, but That was like my biggest gripe is the heat bar is so annoying.
Just made it annoying.
Yeah. Because I think you want fast-paced gameplay with something like this.
Yeah, like the whole stamina, like
Yeah.
The same, but the
concept.
stamina thing is like just like a general game thing at this point for every game. You know what I mean? Like every shooter just has like that whole stamina thing, and I think that makes it.
Does Marvel Rivals have stamina?
Yeah, it actually does. You can only go run so far. You can only fly so much. You can only do certain things so
But
much.
it doesn't necessarily like affect combat to a like you can still move quick enough without the
Yeah.
like extra ability to make combat still fun. I don't like it like it all of a sudden you like can't
That's
move.
exactly it. You're like almost like stunned, like how
It's
slow
like
you're
I want to
moving.
use my energy into the combat,
Yeah.
not
But then also, like, I don't think anybody wants to be like walking across this large map. So it's like you
Slowly
want to
too.
sprint.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
have
mean?
to, right.
Yeah. So I just think that the heat bar is like the only thing that I didn't like.
do you
about the
think they'll
game.
fix it? I guess what is the fix? Get rid of it. Do you need it? Like, do you think the gameplay needs that so people aren't abusing
Yeah,
spam?
I think it makes sense. Like not spamming like a bunch of controls and like having like the movement like we had in like Call of Duty for the longest time. So I think that there is like a need for something like that to an extent, but I think it's an extreme right now.
When is it released to like the public?
Until September.
September 23rd.
Oh, okay. So these are like
They might do
early.
another. I don't know.
Like
did they
second
say they
beta?
do like a
Multiple
beta or
They'll do, yeah, Call of Duty does multiple betas before they could drop the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, well, it's in alpha right now, so it's only select people that are getting it, and it's mainly like creators. So that way, like,
right.
Bungie's also very much like, yo, shit on our game.
Oh yeah, which I love.
Yeah, which they're like, yo, we want you to tell us everything wrong, and that's why like I have no problem being like, yo, Marvel Rivals is like gonna be the more popular game.
But people but you got
Like, Bungie was super cool to where they were like, yo, we want you to like be super critical on us because that's how we make it better.
100%.
Which I think is the way to do it with like
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like Marvel Rivals is like you said, it's getting carried by the IP. People that are a fan of the IP and stuff like that are obviously going to play because they love.
It was just interesting that they came out with a Overwatch game, which is like dead as water. Is that a saying?
Sure.
Dead as water?
Yeah, is water dead?
No, what's the saying?
Dead as dog.
Water. Why did I say water?
I don't know, bro.
Somebody give me something. Hurry. Dead as what?
Dead as something, bro. The English is not my first language. I
Anyways.
would not know.
It's not very popular anymore.
I know, but it used to be huge. But it was
It
It was
did
Game of the
because
Year
it
for a
was
reason.
Yeah.
well, it was huge because it was novel, like Overwatch, like the
No,
game.
Overwatch 2016, 2018, whatever it was.
Yeah, whatever it was. Like that concept was not like super novel. It was like League of Legends, but like not RTS anymore, right?
Yeah, with like the characters and stuff like that. I remember good times on Overwatch, and there was like esports was also running up with like Overwatch.
Eventually, like, did you watch any of the esports? I had no clue what was going on.
Really?
It got so like tank heavy and like weird things happening. I was like, this doesn't like I can't watch this.
Well, there's like a big like issue in Marvel Rivals right now where no one wants to play healer because like
yeah. You can just play support, right?
yeah,
That's
well,
what-
any of those
everyone-
like roles like you get less what is it points like
Oh yeah.
what do they call them?
Like kind of like for the payload or something like that, or XP?
No, but the ranked the RP.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
you're
RP.
So
ranked,
you get less
Less?
RP because like they changed it from like being team based to more individual. So like if you do better like individually, you're gonna have a lot more like RP. And then now with like these new systems, like it doesn't make sense
So
to play
healers
support.
get less RP. Oh, because they're not doing damage and killing people.
Yeah, bro. People be running like Jeff the Shark and freaking.
My guess is they'll fix that though. Like if you healed a bunch,
I,
like
mean, I think that Marvel Rivals has done a great job at like listening to.
no, they have actually. Yeah. Well, and they've been updating with new characters very fast. I mean, Fortnite. I give
We
them
got
like,
You
swimsuit
can
skins
run
in the
out.
Fortnite.
Fortnite-esque.
My fear is that like a year from now, how many characters are gonna be on that roster? It's gonna be like overwhelming. Like, cause they're bringing like characters like Blade, a Ghost Rider, maybe like. You can like have that roster be insanely stacked unless you like kind of like, refreshing the roster, take some old ones, put some new ones in. But
Well, they've been nerfing things that have been like too OP. Like Hella and
have you played it? Have you
Marvel
like
somebody
done-
else
I
like
haven't
nerfed
played
to the
since
ground.
like the initial release.
Okay, yeah. So a lot of stuff have been like nerfed. They've obviously buffed a couple of characters. The DLC with the Fantastic Four. Everybody's using like freaking. Everybody has at least one Johnny Storm running around throwing flames from the air. It's like the most annoying thing, bro. It's like you can't even like focus on what's happening on the ground because someone's flying over you, just throwing stuff at you. It's crazy, but it's a good game. I'm not gonna lie. It's like probably the only shooter game I play now. So I don't even play Fortnite anymore.
Really?
I grew up.
You grew up
Yeah, bro.
moving out of your mom's house.
Not really, but I mean, yeah.
Oh, well.
I live with my wife, so so there you
Okay,
go.
so what does your day-to-day look like now? You're still doing 3 videos a day.
Oh no.
Dog.
Okay.
I like the way he
dude.
said it because I'm like, all right, like, because that's how I would feel if I was making 3 videos a day. Like,
Dude, okay, so I went from 3 videos a day every day for a year and a half straight, and then I brought it down to 1 video, 1 quality video.
yeah, that's how.
And I
That's
did
what I
that
do.
for 3 years total. So every single day, didn't miss a single time. But it taught me a lot about content, like how to make certain like styles of videos, like just experimenting, things like that. And then now I make like 5 to 7 videos a week, or at least
That's
people.
good. That's a good sweet point. That's what I have.
But it
at.
allows me to do a lot of other things. Like I travel a ton, like between work and pleasure and all these other things. But like I'm constantly like I just got
You're
back
on the
from
go,
Vegas
baby.
and LA like the last 2 days.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. I'm in Vegas. Like I feel like
He's a gambling
once every
addict,
3
so you
weeks.
can't say Vegas around here.
I was in Vegas a month ago.
Yeah.
I was in Vegas a month ago. Then I went to LA.
Yeah, you were at the
CinemaCon.
CinemaCon.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I travel a lot for like to do like the gameplays and whatnot and like events and
That's so
yeah,
fun.
it's a lot of fun. And
That's
I
so
got like
fun.
a great group of like gaming creators that I've connected with, and like we've really built a cool friendship. But on top of that, we all are like-minded, so like we can bounce ideas off each other. It's like 50 of the largest gaming creators on TikTok altogether.
Tight.
Yeah, I
That's
started that
so
back in
cool.
like 2022, 2021.
And now we know he's connected to more people in this area, so we can bring in we can have like a megapod where we bring like everybody.
We should do like a debate. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we could do a debate.
Like a
I don't know
console
if
war
I'm good
debate?
at
That'd be
debate.
really sick.
Oh,
I'd be
dude.
down for it. We definitely
I
gotta
could be
play
Team Xbox all day.
I'm Team Xbox.
we go.
So
PlayStation.
Here we
bro.
go.
I used to VR. Oh yeah, is VR taking over?
Hell no.
Dying, low-key.
Yeah.
No way.
Who do you know playing VR?
I've never played VR in my life.
Freaking Noodle. What's his face? Yeah, Rainsy. Someone that used to work with us. He just started creating VR content, and he like became the biggest VR content creator for one game. The
lightsaber
whatever.
one, the
Like overnight.
news.
No, it's one where you like skate around and you like throw a ball or something. It's like
What?
the weirdest game I've ever seen.
Okay.
He became the biggest creator on that.
Almost, dude.
That is
3,000
crazy.
subscribers.
Hey, don't dog it, bro. 3,000.
But like
Bro,
I
how
feel
many
like
do you got? How many you got?
no, I feel like
Oh, yeah.
VR was like having a good run when there were Telltale games were like doing the story games with like Batman and stuff in like VR, but then it kind of like started dying out whenever people you know, now that I think about it, I haven't heard about
I think
VR
the technology
being a
needs to
thing.
get more comfortable.
What do you mean
Then-
comfortable? Oh, you
I don't know. Just maybe just in your like Ray-Bans or something.
I mean, it's getting there, but that's more of like a day-to-day, not like a gaming thing.
Correct. But it would be sick to be, like Ready Player One.
wait, now
Like
that
doing
I
that would be dope.
now
Well,
that,
I think that's what Apple wanted, and then no one
dude,
bought
that's
it.
what I was just gonna say. Like I've not seen or heard
who's got the
anything
Vision
about
Pro?
the Vision Pro.
Oh, the Vision Pro?
I've not heard about it since the day
Yeah.
it came out,
I mean,
or
here's the
seen
thing.
one.
They were
That's
too
a product
expensive.
that doesn't solve any issues.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's just like
I see people like buy
It's
it
just
to
a
watch
rich-
a movie while
Yeah,
they
yeah.
could literally just be looking
it's just
at
a
a
rich
screen.
person like
Flex.
commodity. Yeah,
No,
it's just
yeah,
like, oh, I got the
seriously.
Vision Pro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now rich people regret buying.
It's like when Kai bought like those bots to have it. That's like a flex, like rich people flex and stuff like that. Do you think they'll be able to kind of like? Well, we were talking about this a pod the
Optimus,
other day,
bro.
of like AAA games being made by AI. Like if we were ever gonna get to a
I
point,
mean,
where,
yeah, like in 10 years, whatever.
Like fully made by AI.
yeah, like you can go, like you can pay for the rights to go, like Build-A-Bear. You go to the Build-A-Bear,
You just prompt it,
You
yeah.
prompt it, you fix it to whatever you want, and then they're like, all right, test play. Do you like it? Do you do here? Pay this amount, and then you can get it for you, and it can go like in a marketplace or something like that.
Here's my vision with AI. I think we've gotten to the point where games are so big and so hard to make that they take 5 to 10 years to make.
Correct.
I mean, look at like Skull and Bones.
Oh yeah.
That game was supposed to be like the first quadruple A game, right? Like so large, spent a lot of time on it, but it just missed the mark. But it's also so slow. You got Ubisoft that's now working on a battle royale game.
What?
What?
They had Hyperscape and they abandoned that, and now they're talking about building another.
Huh?
Yeah, it's going to be Apex inspired. But my point being with
Wait,
this is like
what?
all this like all these games take too long to make, so then they're
Correct.
missing the boat. So using AI to increase that like production time, because back in like the Xbox 360 days, they could get a game out in 2 years because like it didn't take.
Yeah,
as
they didn't
much,
take
you know
that
what I
long,
mean?
yeah.
And like that's why we had so many good games. It's like making content. Imagine if every piece of content you make took you a month to make.
Holy crap! I quit.
You're not going to learn. It's going to take forever, and you might miss the trend, things like that.
100%.
like-
It would have to be evergreen every time.
Exactly.
Me making a video about Nintendo Switch 2 a month after it got announced.
That's exactly my
Guys,
point.
we just got an announcement for
I
Nintendo
guess
Switch
you
2.
could if you had some crazy theory to
Yeah.
it, but like, yeah.
But then, like right now, you can make a video in a day, and then like if you were able to stack up those videos, you'll learn a lot more. So I think that's like what we need to get back with gaming is like try and like keep putting things out.
And
Doesn't
AI
have
will
to-
help that. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to cost a lot, but AI is going to be the reason why we can
He
do
does
that.
have a point because I remember there was a time when like good games would come out often. Now I feel like we only get like a 1 or 2 good games like that generally people will enjoy. Like if you're an Assassin's Creed like, you know, fan and you love the franchise, you're going to love the next Assassin's Creed.
It's the same thing over and over.
Exactly. But like if you're not an Assassin's Creed fan and you just like to like, you know, like find out about these new games that come out every now and then that are really, really good. Like I'm the casual type of player. Like I really love Spider-Man 2. That was like a really good game. I loved Hogwarts Legacy. But story games have done like a dib like ever since like for a while now. I have not played a really good story game in a while.
I mean, I think it's like developers not experimenting enough. Do you know why Rockstar is so good at what they do?
Because they can make something evergreen, maybe?
Every game that they make is experimental for GTA. So Midnight Club was experimenting on how to make driving for GTA.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Literally, they made an entire ping pong game that went crazy, but it was them experimenting with their engine to be able to build GTA.
All to go back to GTA.
Everything relates back to GTA. And the I guess like the thing about Rockstar right now, like slight red flag, is the only thing they put out between GTA 5 and GTA 6 is Red Dead 2, which is a fantastic game. Don't get me wrong. But I think that they haven't experimented enough, and we may get to a point where it's like they missed the boat.
Rockstar is like that studio that can like go missing for like years or like a decade.
Oh, I mean, everyone and their mom's getting GTA 6.
Oh, 100%.
It's just like you said, are people going to be too brain rot to stick around long enough?
Yeah.
To keep it.
And
the
then
king
like,
of the,
does that degrade
castle.
the game if they do add that brain rot?
And also, did we miss on the boat of like the people that GTA was made for? Like now we're talking about people that are in their 30s
Yeah, maybe
now,
too
like,
old now.
families, kids, and stuff like that. And maybe you're catering to a
because
new
your kids
de-
are gonna pick it up.
I mean, I would argue that like when we were kids, we couldn't like get GTA 5. So it was like you'd go to GameStop and like
My mom did not know what GTA 5 was.
dude, the
Well, if you couldn't play it in front of her,
yeah, seriously. The GameStop employees like narking being like, yo, you know what you're buying your kid here?
Yeah,
And-
Maybe they could have like a
Exactly.
PG, you could have like a PG setting in the game.
No,
then
takes,
that takes away.
it's
bro.
called
The whole,
Grand Theft Auto.
the whole
dude.
point
Like,
is,
yeah, we're back to Brick Life.
yeah. Now we're
It's just
Yeah,
loads
yeah.
you in Fortnite.
Coco just stick to bricked up, bro.
That is so funny, bro. I did not think of.
You're supposed to be a criminal.
Yeah.
Doing all
Yeah,
the
bro.
criminal
But
shit,
what about
you know?
being a criminal in like a Jonesy skin? Like that's so much like PG friendly, like or like in a banana, like.
Banana suit? Yeah.
No, theoretically though, if GTA 6 does die, like what does that mean for future gaming? Like do we come full circle where it's like games are now faster, smaller, like 360 days? Like does the indie games take over?
How many Mario games can we make?
Yeah.
How many Mario games can we make, bro?
If GTA 6 doesn't like take us into 5 years, you know what I mean? I think it's a reset of like the gaming market. I think in general, we're looking at it as a reset of the gaming market for pricing, for standards. I mean, Rockstar does a great job at like setting the new standard for what games are going to be.
100%. I actually agree.
New president
That's
before GTA 6, bro. I'm not even kidding. Like election day might come around and still no GTA 6. Because what's like what's okay? So we're talking a lot about GTA 6, but I need to lay it on the ground. What is the estimated like release date? What are the rumors saying? What's happening around this stuff? Because I feel like a lot of people are saying a lot of stuff. We haven't even gotten like a second trailer. We're still like feeding off the
Why-
first trailer.
Yeah, but why would Rockstar do that? They're getting so much more hype
So
and
much more
buzz
hype for-
because
yeah.
they're not releasing something else. You are talking about it more and more because they haven't released anything else.
And they specifically came out and said they're not announcing a release date because of that.
Yeah.
That's true.
And they're very confident. Like, I mean, Take-Two is a publicly traded company, so they have to report like what they're releasing, and it's stayed on the fall docket. So,
It's coming out this fall.
Have you played the game and are you under an NDA?
have I played GTA 6? No. Am I under an NDA? No.
That's crazy. I wanted to figure this out, bro. I was like, has he played it already? Because he's like very certain that the game is like really good, bro. Like,
I'm like,
do you know people that have played it?
no, not personally. I don't think that Rockstar's letting anyone externally play it. Because like think about how crazy leaks are nowadays.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, they already had a huge one.
Which one?
Some kid in
Oh, the
in
guy that
UK
like leaked the
hacked
whole
it.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
He was like 17 years old.
Dude, I remember I was up at like 2, 3 a.m. when that leaked, and I made a video right away. I woke up the next morning, had 5 million views. Like right off
we
the bat.
hit it. We hit it right out the
was
gate
going
too.
crazy.
But they took it down.
Then-
We got strike.
Dude,
You got hit?
I got hit with like multiple strikes.
Yeah, we
By
got to
who?
like Rockstar.
They
We
were
got to
like,
like
nah,
10
nah,
million.
nah, nah.
We got to like 10 million views. and all of a
Rockstar hit
sudden,
you with an
boom.
IP like thing.
Oh, we had a
Yes, dude.
strike. I had a
It's
we had a
literally
strike
my
on our
account
account.
still.
Oh,
Because you can't take them down after that.
on YouTube or on TikTok?
On TikTok, it says copyright strike, like video removed.
Holy crap! I've only gotten hit with that once. That's crazy. And on YouTube, you have to go to a copyright school.
Yeah,
What?
we had.
I got hit one time on-
because we
God.
had to go to cross posts on everything.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we got a strike on YouTube, strike on TikTok, and on YouTube we had to take like a course to.
I went to copyright
and
school,
then we
bro.
still had our strike on
Did you also
for
take
90
it
days
after?
or whatever.
Bro, make the thumbnail me in jail behind bars. dog. I went to copyright school, bro. I made it. I learned from my mistakes. I'll never do it again. But the whole thing that's crazy though. Like, I've never heard about Rockstar hitting anybody with an IP. I mean,
Oh, it
unreleased.
was leaked stuff.
Yeah.
So it makes
Well, it was like
sense.
true leaked gameplay.
Like,
we-
legit leaked.
I think we all looked at it being like, yo, is this real? And if it's real, we need to get on it, obviously.
yeah.
So everyone
Oh, yeah.
posted it, and the Rockstar's like,
Post a video on Reddit, bro. Like, it's not gonna get taken down.
How do you know? Rockstar's got those deep pockets for lawyers.
That's insane. That is insane. I knew you guys made that video, but I don't remember it getting taken down.
Oh
or
yeah, it
anything
got
like
hit.
that.
Hit quick.
What is the leak? I didn't see it.
We were
Gameplay.
showing the actual
it was
leak
10 hours,
footage.
like 10 hours of gameplay
So you
footage.
could-
like,
Hours?
dude, it
Yeah.
was a long time. I still have it downloaded on my
Oh,
phone.
you were in the Dominican Republic. That's why.
Okay.
Bro dropped an entire Let's Play GTA
No,
6.
yes, it was
No, pretty much,
gameplay,
yeah.
and like it was showing like all behind the everything. And
But it
we
was
were
in the-
taking the footage and putting it in our videos.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
of
But it was
course
like the coding like
we
thing
got-
too. No?
Yeah,
Like,
oh yeah,
the
it had the
whole-
coding on there. Yeah.
Also, essentially, it didn't have like this the polish that makes it look nice. So it came out, everyone's like, "No, GTA 6 is gonna look so bad. Like, I hate it." And it's like, dude, you don't understand how games like release. So then there was like this big trend on Twitter that like all these big game publishers like put out what their game looked like at that stage as well to give people perspective. It's again, it speaks volumes of like how much the gaming industry needs GTA 6 to succeed.
That's
Wow.
crazy. They like all banded together.
It's also to say that like once GTA 6 releases, like the console, like the amount of consoles that are going to be sold because people are going to like interest in like, oh, GTA
Yeah,
6
because
is
they
out.
wait how many years? They wait like a year before it comes out on PC, right?
6 to 12 months after it'll be on PC.
Yeah, that's when I'll mess with
I
it.
think the only way GTA 6 could like actually
Maybe I
get
won't.
flop is if Skyrim 6 comes out and just
Skyrim 6? Don't call it Skyrim 6, bro. Jeez, bro.
But you know what's so funny about that? The new Oblivion game that just came out, that like there's like this whole like meme about like, oh, it's such a great remaster that it was supposed to be like Elder Scrolls 6 and they flipped it.
No, they're just distracting us from the no freaking news on the game.
Is this supposed to be the whole thing that it's going to get nominated for like Game of the Year and like
They can't because it's a remaster, right? It's a DLC.
No, I mean look at Elden Ring last year.
Was it? But it wasn't the DLC, was it?
That was DLC.
I thought they said they couldn't nominate.
a
it.
But that was
DLC.
supposed to be the whole thing. And
Oh,
then
that was the
they changed
controversy
rules.
that they did.
Yeah. They changed the rules. They're like, if it's that good, maybe we'll do it.
Well, the reason Oblivion is funny is because it was such a. The story was great, but it was such like a had so many bugs.
Yeah, it was
that
a meme.
it became like a meme. So everyone,
dogged on it. Yeah.
I actually love Elder Scrolls games so much.
Would you rather have Elder Scrolls 6 or GTA 6 tomorrow?
Elder Scrolls 6. Personally,
I actually agree with you.
I'm not actually. I'm not actually a GTA.
That's for the clip, bro. I guarantee that. No shot.
Listen, no. I mean, dead ass. Listen. No, I'm not
Clip
joking.
farming over here.
I actually, because when GTA 4, maybe GTA 3, honestly, the last GTA I like played was like the 2D version on PC.
The 2D version?
Top down.
Yeah. Because once I got into like first person shooters, that's like all I wanted to play.
Did you play competitively for Halo? Okay.
And so that's all I played. That's all I thought about. But to get away from that, the only games I would play were Elder Scrolls to like calm my brain down outside of first person shooters. And so now my brain is just wired like first person shooters, Elder Scrolls.
That's true.
Or RuneScape.
RuneScape has a comeback right now. It's gone massive.
Or like old school RuneScape, I would just like calm my brain to like get away from the first person shooter. So I never actually played Grand Theft Auto.
Is it the time period like that? Like interests
Yes.
you? Okay, so you didn't like Starfield.
I played it for like 7 hours. And then I just couldn't get into it. Like I do like the futuristic like whatever, but I need it to be a shooter, I think. Like more of a shooter.
Okay, no, yeah.
Yeah, like Call of Duty or Marathon or something like that, right?
What was that one game last year that was really popular that it was basically like chaotic, super chaotic, and like it was like a war, and essentially like you had to kind of like lead like the entire troops for like.
Helldivers.
Oh, Helldivers 2?
So good.
That game was great. So freaking
I saw
hard.
gameplay and I got overwhelmed. I was like, I can't do this.
Oh, it was so fun.
Well, that was a community-based thing.
Yeah,
I think that's what a lot of games
That's why
need
it
to
was. You as a community were trying to basically save certain parts of the planet and like get different missions complete and stuff.
do. Yeah, it's like PVE too, so it's like it's hard to get everyone like a single person to be like, why would I care about PVE? But when it was like the meme of like, oh, we're doing it for democracy.
We're doing it, yeah, exactly.
And like all of like TikTok was in on it, being like, yo, I'm gonna make
gotta
some
do
content.
this.
Yeah, like Helldivers, we need you. Like, get on right now. It was so fun.
And it was actually a difficult game. Like at certain points, it got hard as balls, dude.
That's so funny. I like that. Never played it. Probably never will. It's still a little bit overwhelming for me. Every time people went on it, they would stop replying for like 2 hours. They're like, yeah, I just
Because you had to lock.
I just
the
got
F
out of
in,
battle, bro. Like that was
You had to
crazy.
lock
You got out of
in,
war.
dude.
I like the new guy button. Who's the new guy?
Dalton.
No way.
He's not even the new guy, bro. He's
Nobody
been around
does.
forever, bro.
Rick Sholart, bro. Like, doesn't even
It's
matter.
becoming a meme, him in our videos now, even though he's been in our videos for like ever.
Yeah, I'm becoming the meme.
Oh,
but
you're the new guy?
yeah, I'm the new
You
guy.
still call him the new guy, but
They
he's
still
been
call me
around
the new guy,
forever.
bro. It's like
It's because it was me and Peter for so long. Now we're introducing new faces.
so every time I'm in the videos, it'll be like, "Where's the black
You're
guy?"
gonna get it now in the clips, though. He's gonna get it.
He's gonna
Like,
get
who's
it.
this
Yeah, I'm
guy?
a special guest though.
Who's this guy? No, it doesn't matter.
They're-
They'll pick your worst feature and call you that.
yeah.
Oh gosh,
Who's a redhead guy?
that's fine.
Just
I'll
on
take it.
Instagram, though. YouTube will treat you fine.
That's fine.
I
I
get asked-
honestly don't even read comments.
I get
anymore.
told, "Where's the black
No,
guy?"
you can't-
And then
you
I
can't read
reply in the
comments.
comment with the devil emoji. I'm like,
I'll read them if I'm in charge. If like I haven't posted in a long time, but if I have to post it, I'll only read the like first 5 comments and respond to them, and then I walk.
Well, I do this thing on TikTok where it's like first 5 minutes of comments I will respond to, and it's like my early squad, and then outside of that I'm not gonna read
Oh,
it.
I like that early squad. Hell yeah.
I try to just go do that every now and then. Just go in the comments.
Do you make like? Do you say early squad like in your content? Like, hey, early squad.
No, it's more so of like, you know, those guys that are like first, second,
I
early,
hate that.
things like that.
Like, don't comment.
No, I hate that too. But then my response was like, oh, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna be like, oh, welcome to the early squad. And those are
Oh,
the
okay.
only comments I'll respond to is like the people in the first 5 minutes.
That's clean.
So I got a couple people who are like,
My ADD cut you off. I'm sorry.
No. I need to come up with that. I need to come up with something like, because like I also get the people that do first, second, third. I'm like, why does it matter?
oh, dude. Also, what I'll do is I'll do the cookie emoji.
Oh
Like, you want a
yeah.
little cookie?
Here's your cookie. Trophy.
Like,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, good boy.
Wait, which one? The one on the bottom?
Nobody does. It's not that he's that bad, but it would be like if Nintendo removed Luigi from all future games and made a new Mario brother.
You can't. I can't to replace him. So you're talking about Waluigi. So I'm like the Waluigi of like the game.
No, you're like not even.
I haven't been invented, bro, because you haven't played Mario Kart, the new one.
You're trying to replace Luigi.
I'm not trying, bro. I'm like Diddy Kong. I haven't been in the game in like 8 years. Not Diddy Kong. We need to put some respect on Diddy Kong. He hasn't been in any game in a while, bro.
Yeah, because
There's
his
a
name
reason
is
why.
Diddy, bro.
Because of Diddy?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, bro. We're rebranding Diddy or so like Dada Kong or something like that, bro.
No, it's gonna be Baby Whale. Sorry.
Baby Kong.
It's like a new like equipment in like Mario Kart World. Like it's not like the oil spill. It's baby
And only
oil.
Diddy can
Yeah,
use it.
exactly.
It's a special ability.
I'll unfollow if you don't bring the black guy back.
Dude, he comes back every once in a while, okay?
He's respawning right now. I like fire trucks and monster trucks. That's cool, Jack Alias. I think there's a fire truck event. Why do you put that there? Is it really? The only tulips I'm concerned are the tulips I got. Oh. Wait, what was on this? A tulips TikTok? Was this a tulips TikTok trend that he did? He's like, so there's this. So there's this trend where you grab 2 tulips, put it on your hand, and blow on it.
I spent every night trapped in Built by Gamers' dream prisons.
Do not do this trend. Y'all like 25, 30-year-olds, stop doing this for y'all's own sake.
That's my favorite one.
I think they saw the
If
brain
only
rot.
they knew that everything I say is I have no clue what I'm saying.
Maybe they kiss each other under the moonlight and then make love. Peter and Todd double. I feel like you guys get a lot. You know what they get a lot? They get do you guys explore each other's bodies?
Yeah, we get the they want us to be homosexual with each other.
Always on some BS, bro. Dog is an entity. That video is actually really good. Like,
And that's actually has a lot of real practical value. Dogs cannot smile.
yeah. And if it does, it's an entity.
If it does, it's actually possessed.
Yep. This video belongs in a museum. Plant videos. I feel like Dalton hasn't seen a couple of the brain rot videos that kind of like get hit. Like,
Oh man,
we got to show after this. We got to show him a couple.
we have.
Yeah, let me do some reactions for these brain rot videos.
Can you pull up the
we have
Italian brain
quite
rot?
a few that are pretty cringe, bro. And sometimes I look back because we've made so many
finish the
videos. I look
comments.
back, I'm like, I can't believe I made
But look
that
at
video.
this. Pulls down. My God, what?
What is this? Oh my gosh. Dude.
Wait. Okay.
Just show 'em that video.
You got to show him the John Pork video. Hopefully it's just an urban legend. TikTok trend. It's not an urban
It's
legend.
not.
Do
It's
not
actually
do
real
the
deal.
chicken jockey.
Well, give the peeps. Where do we follow it? Plug it everywhere.
Oh, Esports Center on everywhere. It's underscore Esports Center on Instagram because Instagram's a bitch. Yeah. No, but yeah, at Esports Center everywhere. I make daily gaming content, news, information, skits.
All right, Esports Center on everything. Underscore Esports on Instagram if you're an Instagram head. But F Mark Zuckerberg. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace.